Hello everyone and welcome back to Gardening and Allotment Tips, hosted by Gardening with Ben. If you've not listened to my main podcast channel, search for Gardening with Ben on any podcast platform and you will find another podcast with over 150 episodes on there to listen to. So if you're new, you've got plenty on there for you to keep listening to and to see you through the days. But yeah, this is our Hints and Tips podcast where we share different episodes talking about different gardening topics and sharing those hints and tips what every gardener needs to use. So today we are going to talk about sweet peas. Now, sweet peas are an old country favourite and they are really easy to grow as well if you have success in starting them. And how I mean that is sometimes it's hard to get the sweet peas to germinate. Now, I used to just sow the sweet peas straight into the ground and hope that they would germinate and grow. Now, sowing sweet peas straight into the ground, obviously you need the heat, you need the warmth, you need a bit of water, and you need them to stay protected from getting eaten. And I mean eaten, the pigeons love them, mice love them, rats love them, they'll all have a go at trying to eat them. So then I tried sowing sweet peas in pots and seeing if they'd germinate. But again, you need the heat, you need some water, and you need them to germinate. And sometimes you can sow them in there and they still wouldn't germinate, and sometimes the mice would find your plant pots and come and pinch them all. But yes, definitely. So I tried a new method which I have stuck to ever since because it does fantastic and I have some great results from them every time. Literally 100% germination rate from my seed. And how do I do this, you may be asking? Well, what I do is I get the sweet pea seeds and I get a Tupperware box, and in that Tupperware box I put a couple of sheets of kitchen roll in there, and then I'll spray it with a water spray, and just so that it's damp, not so that it's sopping wet, just so that it's damp. And then I'll get my packet of sweet peas and I'll dot them around on the kitchen roll so that they're evenly spaced out and nice and soft into the kitchen roll. And then I'll give them a little spray of the water spray as well, just to give them that little bit of water on the seed. And then what I do is I put the lid back on the Tupperware box, and that creates a nice warm greenhouse type effect, and it will keep the moisture in so that you don't have to keep watering them. And then I leave it in my flat in the house somewhere nice and warm, and that will get them germinating, and within a few days you'll notice them all starting to pop out and start germinating. And I've used this method every single time. You don't want them to sprout too much because they might go a bit thin and sprangly, but what you need to do is when they start popping the tops out of the seeds and the roots start popping out, that's when you can plant them into the seed pots and get them going and get them growing. And obviously you want them to start growing somewhere where there's plenty of light, because sometimes when you grow them inside in the house, stuff gets too weedy and it really doesn't grow well at all. It needs plenty of light, so somewhere like a greenhouse or a shed will get them going. Now, some people like to nip them out when they get so tall, and this will help them bush out and take form better. But I've tried both, to be honest, and both methods seem to work, just leaving them or sometimes nipping them out. But yeah, I have good results from them both. But it's good time to start off your sweet peas now, because people say that it delivers a stronger plant if you sow them at this time of year, because they're getting used to that cold weather and hardiness, and it will create stronger and prolific plants, and you get better results and a longer growing period. To be honest, you'll get your flowers earlier and you'll get more flowers off them throughout the year. Now with sweet peas, the best tip is, when the flowers start appearing on them, keep cutting them off. Even if it's every day, keep cutting them off and putting them in your vase in the house, or giving them away to friends and families and neighbours, because the more that you cut your sweet peas, the better results you will get from them. And trust me, you will have some great results from the flowers if you keep cutting them and every time the flowers appear on them, and you will keep them growing all the way through the summer period. If you let the seeds start appearing, the flowers will turn to seeds. That means it tells the plant that it's game over, it's finished, it's time to pack in, stop growing, stop producing them flowers, and you don't want that. So the more you cut them and pick them, the more it will bloom into the year. And you could be picking flowers all the way up to autumn if you keep picking them and looking after them and watering them and giving them a bit of food every month or so. Just give them that little extra bit of kick. Just feed them with some tomato or something. But yeah, definitely, the choice is up to you how to grow them, but I definitely suggest this method. So what I suggest to you all right now is to go out and purchase some sweet peas. Most garden centres sell them, and get some. If you've never grown them before, give them a try, because they are one of the best things that you can have in the garden. They smell absolutely fantastic. The bees will love them. Your friends and family will love them, because you'll give them an endless supply of flowers. So yeah, go out and give them a try and get growing them in your garden this summer, and let me know how you get on, and share plenty of pictures in Instagram and tag me in it as well to show me how well your sweet peas have grown. So I hope you've enjoyed this podcast for today. Remember to keep smiling, keep gardening, and keep listening to Gardening with Ben's podcasts.